Outsider is the name of 3 different individuals. Alfred Pennyworth was seemingly killed when he pushed Batman and Robin out of the way of a boulder. It was revealed that he had been revived by a scientist named Brandon Crawford.
His attempted regeneration resulted in a dramatic change. Alfred awoke from this apparent death with pasty white skin and circular markings, superhuman powers including telekinesis, and a desire to destroy Batman and Robin. Calling himself the Outsider, he indirectly battled the dynamic duo.
Outsider sent coffins with Batman and Robin automatons to deliver the message to Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson. Tracking the delivery of the coffins, they have to battle off the Grasshopper Gang. Then they find fingerprints belonging to the Outsider, which shockingly belong to Alfred Pennyworth.
Batman and Robin track down the Outsider to his hideout and then battle him to a standstill before the strange creature can turn both Batman and Robin into coffins themselves. Knocking the Outsider out, Batman puts him on a machine which bombards him with radiation once more.
This restores Alfred back to normal and in good health, but with no memory of his Outsider identity. Michael Desai was born in Chandigarh, India, an infant metahuman with alabaster skin and superhuman durability.
When his mother died during his birth, for which Desai's father blamed him, Desai created a sinkhole with a 3-mile radius which killed thousands of people and left him the only survivor. How Desai accomplished this feat and the extent of his power is currently unknown.
Years later, Michael adopted the alias of the Outsider, as he is both outside the law and the human race, and accumulates considerable wealth through illegal activities. This allows Desai to elevate India's status as a world power, turning the country into a multinational criminal operation completely under his control.
The Outsider has also made many enemies. Rising Sun and Mr. and Mrs. Terrific tried to assassinate him after Desai framed them, when they revealed some of his illegal activities. The Outsider then seemingly killed all 3 would-be assassins and set out for the man who hired them.
Desai is also engaged in a manhunt to find and capture a teenage electricity-based metahuman named Blackout, whom he believes can efficiently power mainland India with his abilities. Later, the Outsider was invited by the heroes of Earth to a meeting arranged by Cyborg about creating a group of heroes to deal with the Amazon-Atlantean War.
The Outsider's reasons for supporting the heroes revolve around maintaining his empire. He responds to the threat of war by saying, "War is bad for business. My business." When Batman refuses to join the team, Outsider declines as well, stating, "The Outsider is out."
Desai is revealed to have longevity, since he is shown to be active in Indian criminal and political affairs since the late 1970s. In 1979, the Outsider quelled the Bombay riots by manipulating and subsequently killing the crime leaders responsible for the violence, uniting their organizations under his leadership.
In '96, the Outsider captured ISIS in his Siberian Express on Novoya Zemlya in a bid to blackmail Black Adam into selling Desai his home country, Kandak. However, when negotiating terms for ISIS's release, the Outsider attacked and defeated Black Adam with Durlan technology.
The Outsider then shot Adam and threw him off the Siberian Express to join ISIS as his trophy prisoner. In the present day, the Outsider is shown interrogating the warden at the prison from which the assassins escaped.
Although the warden claimed to know nothing about the prisoners' breakout, the outsider shoots him and has his family sold into slavery in retribution for his incompetence. The outsider's investigation then leads him to Kahndaq, where he uncovers an encryption key which links Blackout to the assassination attempt.
Later, Desai apparently confronts Blackout. However, he realizes that the man he's fighting is not Blackout, but John Johns in disguise. In 1985, the outsider is revealed to have kept John Johns captive in a secret research facility after stealing Dr. Ertl's teleportation device.
After studying him and learning his weaknesses, the outsider sold John to Russia. He subsequently escaped and seized the country. In the present day, after the outsider talks with John about the past, John admits to seeking revenge against Desai for torturing him and tries to kill him.
During the battle, Outsider uses a salvaged teleportation device to trap John within the multiverse. After unsuccessfully questioning John about future assassination attempts, the Outsider closed the device with John trapped inside, cutting him in half.
Later, the outsider returns to his base and contacts the heroes to join the assault on New Themyscira, and arrives to attack in the Atlantean-Amazon War. Later, a man known as the Outsider is depicted as the leader, as well as benefactor, of the secret society of supervillains, where he was depicted as a pale man clad in purple.
Professor Ivo and Outsider meet to discuss the growing superhero community. The secret society is officially uncovered 5 years later by Green Arrow, who was injured while trying to infiltrate the organization under the name Dark Hunter.
The outsider is seen looking to recruit members to the secret society, examining photographs of the different supercriminals. During Catwoman's attempt to infiltrate the society, she is captured by the outsider, who proceeds to shoot her in the head.
He also sends a message along their communication coins to Dr. Arthur Light, knocking him back in a burst of light, thus giving him his powers. It is revealed that Catwoman is actually Martian Manhunter, and the two pursue the outsider.
When they find him, the Martian Manhunter attempts to read his mind, only for Outsider to block the Manhunter's access and tell him that it was nice to see him again. Later, the Outsider watches the news of the Justice League and Justice League of America fighting in Kahndaq, thinking to himself that everyone will actually believe that Superman killed Dr. Light under his own power.
He also states that Pandora is in the open and will soon belong to the secret society. The Outsider, having captured Madame Xanadu, tells her that the Justice Leagues and the Trinity of Sin are all pieces in his game, with Superman and the Question, referred to as the Pawns, Batman, Phantom Stranger, and Wonder Woman, referred to as the Knights, all moving away from Pandora, referred to as the Queen, leaving her unprotected.
Madame Xanadu states that she doesn't need to see the future to know that the Justice League will defeat him, to which he replies that he already won since he has a mole in the Justice League.
The Outsider recounts how he arrived on Prime Earth.
During the Justice League's battle with Darkseid, the barriers between the universes was weakened, which allows him and another individual to escape their world. However, his master did not make it.
Ever since, he began recruiting many of the League's enemies to create the secret society in preparation for his master's arrival, searched for Pandora's box, and planted an agent within the Justice League. He gets his hands on the box and tells the heroes that the box is not magic, but science that was created on his world and can only be opened by someone from his world.
He explains that the box opens a gateway to another universe, his homeworld, the birthplace of evil, supposedly. It is revealed that the Outsider is actually from an Earth known as Earth-3, and is that world's version of Alfred Pennyworth, who works as the butler to Owlman.
Later, Pandora tries to get answers from the outsider on how to reopen the portal to Earth 3, but he points out that she is asking him the wrong questions. He then reveals to her that the 7 deadly sins, supposedly released when she touched the box, would have appeared on Prime Earth no matter what, meaning the Council of Eternity cursed her for no reason.
The outsider then blows up the watchtower as Pandora teleports away. Outsider contacts Owlman to inform him that Grid placed Nightwing in a murder machine, originally intended for Doomsday.
When Grid informs Outsider of the intrusion, he goes to protect their hooded prisoner over Nightwing. Outsider is killed by Black Manta.